Hi everybody, my name is Catherine Makala. I prefer to go by Cat. I just always found that a little bit more casual, and I don't know. I always thought it was a younger way of expressing myself, so I always went by Cat. Kathy when I was a little bit younger, but that wasn't my favorite name to be called, so I kind of just shortened it, and now I'm Cat. So basically, I decided to do a video presentation, and I know it's not the most formal setting. Sorry about that, but because I'm in human communication this semester as well, and this is good practice for that as well as being good for this assignment. I like to talk one on one, so it kind of feels like I'm talking to a person. So I thought that would be the best bet for me. But yeah, I was born in Bridgeton, Maine, which is a really small town where everybody knows each other. I was a really happy kid. I was a very shy kid. Unlike my brothers who before me, who were rambunctious and actually teachers would see me on the roster and they would know I'm related to my brother who came before me, and they were terrified because he was a little bit more crazy. And then they would see me and I was just like really soft, quiet, and demure. And I've always been that way. I like to be a little bit more relaxed. Unless I caffeinate too much, but yeah. Well, I work at Starbucks, so. But anyway, my mom fell in love with a man online, which is very modern. But that happened when I was about 8, so we moved to Georgia so they could elope. And once they got married, I was getting a little older, so my personality changed a bit. I was a tomboy at first. I would play games with all the boys in the neighborhood because there were no girls. I was also a girly girl at one point where I just wanted to wear like frilly skirts and everything. And then I kind of outgrew both. And ever since then, probably about, when I was 12 or 13, I was kind of in the middle. And I've stayed that way since then. Yeah, I've lived in Newnan, Georgia for a very long time. But I've always had that like attachment to the north because of where I'm from. Definitely. Uh, some milestones in my life. It was big on me for accomplishing high school. I was a good student, but I just started to not want to be there my senior year. I had senioritis. I know a lot of people know what I'm talking about. And I just did not want to be there. And I was just so frustrated because I was so close. And I'm also kind of experiencing that now. I mean, I love school, but at the same time, it's like you're so close. And it's just like that last semester is like, whoa, which I'm in my last semester. So that was a big accomplishment for me. I got good grades. I passed. I got into LaGrange College, went there for a semester. It was a little too expensive. So I got accepted to West Georgia and I didn't look back. I'm so happy with West Georgia because, well, first I started off as an English major because I really do like to write. And I'm good with words usually. So I thought it would be a natural progression for me. But then I realized it wasn't something I was passionate about, it was a hobby. It wasn't something I wanted to do with my whole life. So I looked into uh, different majors and I decided on criminology and psychology as a minor. And I didn't look back. It was the best choice I've ever made. I've always had a big sense of desiring justice and believing that there's so much that can be done to change the justice system. So that's one of the things I'm really passionate about. Is one day I really want to work on prison reform or just something to help out in any way I can. I want to work with organizations that work on getting, prison life a little bit better for inmates and, just fair sentencing and all that kind of good stuff. So that's what I chose to do, and well, it's hard to find a job in that field right now because I'm in my last semester, so a lot of people want you to have that degree before you get the job. So I'm doing that right now, looking at jobs, but I'm working at Starbucks, and it's a really great job. I've had the best time, the best boss I've ever had. It's like a family there. So in the meantime, while I'm figuring out what I want to do in my life, which is a really big task, I'm working somewhere that's really healthy for me, and I haven't always had that. It's other jobs were a little bit more, I don't know, toxic not everybody got along, and it was a little weird. So I'm happy with where I'm at right now, and there's a few things I really, really, really want to do as far as my life, bucket list ideas. Which, when I read that on the instructions, I was instantly like, yes, I have to do this. I really have never left the country, so I would love to travel, especially to Europe, Italy, Greece. Always wanted to visit those, but I also kind of want to visit Japan and Australia. So one day I would really like to travel, even Canada. Just I want to get out of the United States a little bit, and so that's a big bucket list item for me. But my biggest bucket list item is to make an impact, and that goes along with what I was saying about my career. I don't want to do something that's mundane. I want to do something that impacts people in a positive way, and I want to leave this world with people remembering me as a caring and loving individual, because that's kind of what I am. I'm very empathetic, and um, I love to help people, so it would be a really good thing for me. So yeah, right now I'm just trying to finish up college, find something to do with my life, which is not easy. And yeah, but I've been living in Georgia for a while, going to school for a while, working, and my life is so boring. I feel like, sorry about the cat. That was not expected, but yeah, it's going great, and I'm having a lot of fun in this class. So can't wait to see everybody's presentations and see how their life is and what's going on with them. All right, thank you guys so much for listening to me yab on for a good 7 minutes. Have a good one. Bye.